now?
Yeah, sure. That sounds fun. I've been looking forward to the boat competition. Maybe we can think about that.
Sure.
Is there anyone else from last year coming again?
I think Kriti might be. Archery was so fun with her.
Oh yeah, it was so funny when she completely missed.
Hey, what's your name? I don't think I've seen you here before.
Oh, my name is Red. It's my first year here.
Oh, that's great. We can show you around if you'd like.
Yeah, totally. Oh, I wanted to ask, Adam, what 4-H projects are you in this year?
I'm in engineering, marine biology, and kitchen science. What about you?
I'm in astronomy, computer science, and money talks.
That's so cool. What do you guys talk about in computer science?
We code things like websites, and I even helped to code my club's website.
No way! You want to know what we learned in kitchen science? I think it's super cool.
Sure.
We learned about things rise when they bake.
That's awesome.
Totally. Hey, Red, what about you? What project are you in?
Oh, I'm in puppetry, baking, public speaking, and watercolor painting.
Oh, what else?
Yeah, like we're in computer science and marine biology and things like that. What else do you do other than that?
That's it. Why? I do projects I enjoy. Isn't that the point of them?
Well, yeah, but they're also supposed to prepare you for the future.
So, I can have a future in any of the things I do.
Really? You wouldn't make a very good living at that.
Yeah, I mean, baking and puppetry?
What do you mean? I could pursue any of the things I do in projects. And they aren't just for that. I learn skills from them too.
Oh, like what? The most reasonable thing seems to be baking. But how are you supposed to do well if you don't know the science behind it?
That's not the only point of baking. What's so good about science anyways?
Well, we have futures. We can pursue these things, and they show our dedication much better than something fun and recreational like you do.
Look, I'm not saying you shouldn't have fun in 4-H and other clubs, but these are to prepare you for the future. We're almost in high school.
Well, we finished our crafts, so we're gonna go now. We were planning on playing cards or something before we all have to gather up again.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Hey, Red, how's your day been?
Oh, hi, Jay. I'm fine. What about you?
I'm doing great.
I have a question.
Okay, shoot.
Is it better if I take STEM projects in 4-H? Does that matter?
No, I wouldn't say taking a STEM project is necessarily better. Whatever project you enroll in is your choice. They all have their advantages.
Okay, well, other people seem to think otherwise, so I was confused.
Ew.
Hi. Oh, it was them.
Okay. Hi, Adam and Amy. Come talk with us.
Okay, what do you need?
I heard that you told Red that STEM projects are better than creative projects. Is that true?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's true, isn't it?
Well, not exactly. Do you all know what sparks are?
Kind of. They're like our interests, right?
Pretty much. Sparks are basically like our passions, interests, and maybe even things we want to pursue. That's part of the goal of 4-H, to help kids understand them sparks so they can understand themselves and their interests better.
Okay, but what does that have to do with me?
Well, everyone's spark is different. What's your favorite project?
So I can't share calendar information.
Mine is computer science. I really like coding websites.
And mine's marine biology.
Google Home app.
And Red, what's yours?
The watercolor project. I love how with painting or any form of art, I can create something completely new from just a blank piece of paper.
See, you each have different interests and sparks. Adam and Amy, you guys have sparks in sciences, which means that you're more drawn to subjects similar to that. And Red Spark draws her towards more creative things. But that doesn't mean she's any less intelligent or hardworking than you are. And it's important to accept that so you can all get better. Red, what challenges do you face in your art?
It's difficult for me to find time to practice my art since my family thinks I'm wasting time. But I need to spend a lot of time practicing in order to learn different things, like color mixing, dilution, what paper works best, and more. And I've also had to learn that it's okay to be bad, and I have to accept that so I can become better.
That seems like a lot, doesn't it, Adam and Amy? Well, I'll let you guys talk amongst yourselves, and I'll be back. You know, Red, I'm kind of surprised that your family thinks your art is a waste of time. My parents encourage my coding, but I do face some of the same challenges with my coding that you do with your art. It sometimes takes me hours on end to write even a few lines of code. It takes me a lot of time to develop all my skills and learn. Wow, I didn't realize how much in common artists have into developing their time artists put into developing their skills and techniques, just like computer scientists.
You know, for me, by participating in the marine biology project, I've gained a lot of exposure to the other sciences. And I've even started doing at-home chemistry and biology projects. I struggled a lot with finding the right conditions for my experiments, because chemistry and biology are both exact sciences. In order for a reaction to take place, I need to regulate pH, temperature, and the amount of each reactant. It takes me a lot of time to study these reactions at the molecular level, because I need to have a good background understanding of each of the chemicals and their properties.
Wow, thanks for sharing. That sounds like a lot.
But then, what about your future, Red? Isn't that part of what 4-H is for?
Not for me, honestly. I'm not really trying to focus everything on my future right now. I'm just exploring the things that I like, and 4-H is really helping me develop my passions and my values more. Honestly, I might want to pursue art in the future, but right now, I just know it helps me relax and it makes me feel good.
I guess that makes sense.
Have you guys all talked it out?
Yeah, Adam and Amy told me about things that they have to deal with.
Okay, that's good. Now, Red, you mentioned that you love art and baking because they allow you to create something new, right? Adam and Amy, does this sound similar to your projects? Oh my gosh, now that I think about it, one of the biggest things I love about computer science and coding is that I get to create something that wasn't there before, just by using letters and numbers. Yes, exactly. It is so satisfying knowing that you made something all by yourself and put so much hard work into it. Just like how Red uses paint and brushes to make her artwork and eggs and flour for her baked goods, Amy uses code, like numbers, letters, and symbols, which act as the ingredients for her projects. Similarly, Adam uses his chemicals to create his products for his science experiments. In a way, all of your interests are so similar, and you enjoy the process of creating something by using your skills and necessary ingredients, whether it be eggs, code, or even sodium chloride.
Wow, Jay, I never thought of it that way. All of these projects require so much creativity. Red, I'd like to learn a little bit more about your art, and maybe you could teach me some techniques? I can teach you more about some of my chemistry projects.
Sure, I think it'll be fun since I've never really given it a chance. And I'd love to show you my art.
Honestly, we have a lot more in common than I thought. Sorry for being ignorant toward the effort you put into your interests.
That's okay. I was ignorant too without realizing. I'm glad we talked.
And I'm glad that you all learned about respect. It is so important to embrace all of our differences and understand that all of you are just as equally hardworking and determined. With this skit, we aim to bring awareness that everybody has different passions and interests, and 4-H has really been an outlet for a lot of us to explore these passions. We also wanted to make a distinction between STEM and STEAM, as our group purposely didn't really include STEAM in our skit because we felt that art shouldn't really be modified to fit that acronym, and we wanted to make awareness that art and sciences are extremely different subjects, and that's okay, but that doesn't mean that one is better than the other. For me, 4-H has really allowed me to develop my spark for baking. I started team leading the baking project about 6 years ago, and ever since then I've been able to really find a passion for baking, entering in different competitions, and that allowed me to develop my communication and leadership skills, which allowed me to take up a position as Dublin 4-H president and one of the Alameda County 4-H ambassadors.
For me, just like Red, 4-H isn't necessarily a way for me to figure out my future, but it's helping me develop skills like puppetry, like baking, and like sewing. And without 4-H, I wouldn't have been able to have experiences like performing at Fairyland or performing at presentation day in front of an audience, which has really helped me develop my confidence.
For me, 4-H has been an opportunity to explore my spark for art. And despite not wanting to pursue art, it's been a great way for me to build my leadership skills and also to share my interests and experiences with other people. The biggest thing I probably learned from 4-H is that I shouldn't be afraid to take a project just because it's something I don't know about yet, like with puppetry. We've all joined puppetry because we thought it was interesting despite knowing nothing about it. And now we've been able to put on so many performances for people. My name is Gemma Washington. I'm 16 years old. I'm in the Dublin 4-H Club. I've been in puppetry for 5 years, and I played Adam in the skit.
My name is Ananya Premanand. I'm 16 years old. This is my 6th year in puppetry, and I played Red in this skit.
My name is Shalisa Larson. I'm 16 years old. This is my 6th year in puppetry, and I played Amy and Jay in this skit.
And together we're the Alameda County 4-H Puppeteers. Thank you.
Woohoo! Great job, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.